There we
Oh, Nanny
go.
Joyce is here too.
Oh, I forgot to do the countdown so people can go through it. Like, give us a minute to get through.
That's all right. They'll look at us.
Uh, all right, looks like so far we've got Mind and Body Co., Camp Patton Family Compound, Nanny Joyce, Canadian. Thank you for the cold front.
Right. Now you need to send us another one that's strong enough to push that spaghetti model over somewhere else.
All of the things Acres, built on the Rock Homestead, Michigan Daffodil, Jenny Pennington, and that's it. Jenny says, just watch Miss Lippy make sweet potato rolls. That sounds delicious.
Lippy's videos always make me hungry though.
Mm.
Always.
Great Pyrenees at the front door instead of the goats. Walked that paddock twice and couldn't figure out how she got out. It took asking God for me to see the spot. Oh, man. Sneaky dog. Art, good to see you.
Wow.
Simple Preparedness. Hey, Brett.
Do it.
Hi, Brett. I'm Brett. Oh.
Catching up on my notes.
Firefly Farm. Good to see you, Lori.
All right.
So we got some announcements before we get into the bowl of spaghetti in the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, not
Orange G.
Not everybody's here yet.
It's been so long. Good to see you. Yeah, so we've got some prayer requests for this week. We're asking our friends to pray with us for some friends. Do you want to talk about it? You want to take that part?
Oh, Lord.
No? Well, you've been talking to them more than I have.
Because you're not good at that.
No, I'm really not.
Oh, please continue to pray for Sean at North Shore Preparedness. He's been having some health issues, and I'm not going to go into detail about it, but he's been having pain in his legs and back and things like that. And so we're going to continue to lift him up in prayer that he starts to heal and all that crazy mess can subside. They can figure out what's going on and fix the problem. He is okay. I chatted with him a little bit today. I've been kind of touching base with him every couple of days. I don't want to bug him, but I'm just kind of checking in, making sure, that he's getting better and not worse. And continued prayers are asking for prayers for my friend Susan that are Grow Where You're Planted Homestead on YouTube. And her dad, his health is declining and they had to put him on hospice yesterday. So he's been fighting with a cancer diagnosis for quite a while. So prayers for Susan and that family, because that's a tough situation.
Hey, Miss Patty, the Tinker's wife. Good to see you.
And of course, continued prayers for Kate. Things are starting to settle down. We might see her in the chat tonight. I'm not completely sure, but she said she was going to do her best to make it. But we definitely understand she's been taking care of her mom after losing her dad. So that's been a
KP Heathen, welcome.
challenge. I don't know why I cannot think of the right words tonight.
Drink your coffee.
Yeah. Hopefully this possible hurricane will miss us. Yeah, definitely.
Hi, Dolores.
Well, the models are kind of all over the place right now. It's not even a hurricane yet.
No,
it's not even a storm yet.
It's got a 90% chance of development, and further than that, they don't know where it's going. So it's just a good idea to be prepared.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and the prepper in me is already going 90 miles an hour, trying to get everything situated and figuring all this stuff out. Is it a depression? Nah, I don't think so.
I don't know if it's even a depression yet. Maybe Gil knows better than we do.
Unless they
I know
upgraded it
they
recently.
were calling it Invest 98L. We don't want. Oh, gotcha. I don't know why it hid that. Weird. Said we don't want Italian food.
Oh, okay.
Get prepared. Yes, it's important to be prepared and not scared. And not, hey, Big Dreams, good to see you. 26 months. Look at that. Wear that badge with pride.
It's depressing at
Yeah,
least.
right.
Well, that I agree with. The storm is definitely depressing.
Miss Patty says she needs prayer, could use prayer. Been struggling emotionally, had a financial hit this summer. God has a plan. God always has a plan.
Yep.
Suburban Hillbilly, good to see you.
Patty with a Y. I have to remember, Patty with a Y is Tinker's wife. Patty with an I is Southern Blessed. And I make sure I write it correctly so that when I'm doing my prayers, I know who I'm talking about.
My eyes are tired.
Oh, and if I was
Maybe
late
some
to the
splash
live
coffee
stream,
in my
it's
eyes.
Michigan Daffodil's fault because she was messaging me. It's all on her. Yep, God has a plan. We just don't know what it is. We just kind of gotta roll with it. Sometimes that's hard to do.
I saw a thing on, well, I guess it was on Facebook. Anyway, I saw it recently. It said, if you take 3 pots of water and boil them, you put an egg in one, and it softens the egg. The water softens the egg, or cooks the egg. It hardens the egg. You put a carrot in the other, and the water softens the carrot. And you could put a coffee bean in the third, and the coffee bean changes the water. So be the coffee bean. That's why I like coffee.
Yeah, good news front. We got our Link transfer switch installed in this week. I touched Loch Ness.
Oh, you went to Loch Ness? How cool.
Wow.
Did you see the monster?
That's pretty incredible. That's neat.
That does remind me, though. Hey, Grammy Karen, good to see you. That does remind me the update on our solar system, our solar install. Somebody apparently dropped the ball somewhere. So we called our local permit office, which is the police jury, and found out that they're waiting on a check so that they can issue the permit. So we got in touch with the our solar rep.
Yeah.
And he got on.
He lit
on top of it. Yeah.
He lit a fire.
He got on top of it and made sure that the check was being sent out so that we can get that going.
Daughter goes for knee tendon surgery. Oh.
So our highs,
Okay.
as far as temperature and weather goes, our high temperatures have been still in the 90s, other than a little break last week. And we're expecting.
Yeah, but that was due to Canadian. He said he was going to send a cool front, and I'm telling you, a few days later, it was cooler.
Yeah. But next week.
That's cool.
Next week, we're expecting highs still in the 80s, but lows in the 50s.
You know, I saw 56.
Really exciting.
56 degrees, which is what Michigan Daffodil's high was today, ironically.
Well, our summers can get really, they feel like they get really drawn out and they're just miserable. So seeing that kind of a forecast is really exciting.
Uh-oh. Big Dreams put out a video. I did not get a notification of that video. I'm going to have to go look for that. My notifications have been kind of weird lately.
High today of 94, tomorrow 78. Wow.
Dang.
That's a big difference.
Okay. I'm missing it.
Oh, Canadian has a few video
Michigan
snippets
Daffodil.
of the trip. That's cool. I'll have to go check that out. 100 in West Kentucky yesterday, 70s today. So that means the cold front's coming.
It's coming.
It's on its way.
Well, their concern was, it is coming, but was it going to come far enough south to make a difference in our temperature?
Right.
And is it going to come far enough south to push this storm any other direction but us? So that's what we're praying for. The storm comes strong enough and far enough to where we get some cooler weather and that storm goes out into the Atlantic and see you later, bye. Doesn't affect anybody.
That's what I'm hoping for.
That's what I'm hoping
You know,
for.
before we started YouTube and we didn't have friends all over the place, we would just say, well, I want that storm to go, you know, east or west, just away from us. Well, now I had to stop saying that and thinking that, because now I'm wishing it on friends, you know.
Right. Yeah.
We know people everywhere. Little Frenchie, welcome.
Big Dream says, I want a cold front, not a freeze front. Just
Right.
clarify in case Mother Nature gets confused.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago, YouTube refused to show me any homestead videos. Even looking under my subscriptions mainly showed channels I'm not subscribed to.
That's weird.
That is strange.
That's, yeah. Remember, I like to remind people, if you're looking for another platform that's similar to YouTube, but it's a free speech platform, rumble.com, you can find us there. We've got some of our YouTube videos uploaded over there.
I'm hoping that Rumble will change it to where you can live stream without having to.
I'm sure it's going to get to that point. I think Rumble is probably going to be the next YouTube, because YouTube has become so censored and just, it's one of the big ones that you can't say what you want to say on YouTube.
37 for an hour or two overnight.
Thank
See,
you for
that's
sharing that,
frigid.
Henry.
To me, that's too cold. I want the temperatures in the 50s and 60s and just that they stay that way.
That reminds me of the time that before we moved to this property, we had bought the property and we were planning to move here. So basically, at the time, it was just our bug out location, I guess.
We had the shed here.
The shed was here. That's all. Just the shed. Not the awnings that I've added on to it or anything. Just the shed. That's the only thing that was here. And the pond, obviously. So we set up some tents. Me and Amy, Abby, and our middle daughter, Katie. And they were younger then. Let's see, it was 2015 when we moved. So Abby was 11. And Katie would have been about 15, 16.
I don't know. That's too much math.
Anyway, yeah, that's what took me so long, Matt. So anyway, we come over here and we've got these tents set up, and it's January 5th. And usually we have pretty mild winters here. And just so happened, the tents that we have, by the way, have screen tops.
Well, it has a little cover thing.
There's a cover that goes over that, but it's a screen at the top.
Yeah. Well, we had a ridge of dirt down the center of the property from
digging up
from when they dug out the pond. Thank God we had that.
Welcome our life. So things were going pretty good. We cooked a stew over the fire that was really fun, really nice. We brought enough stuff to set up. We washed dishes and everything with water that we had brought. It was really a whole off-grid experience, and it was fun. And we were having a good time.
Oh, we had a blast.
And then we went to sleep
on an air mattress.
On air mattresses, and the north wind picked up.
It was 30 degrees.
It took every bit of heat off of us and off of the tents. At about 2 o'clock in the morning, Abby woke up and needed the bathroom. Well, we had a little makeshift bathroom set up in the
We had a camping toilet set up in the shed.
So
I took her to the bathroom. Well, we all got the shivers. Everybody got on a one air mattress going back into the tents. None of us could warm up because we were already cold.
Couldn't go back to sleep. So we ended up packing up what we could in the middle of the night, went home to our nice warm bed, smelling like smoke from the campfires, didn't matter. And then next afternoon, we just came and picked up the whole campsite.
Anne Marie has a question about Rumble.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's see.
Furnace finalized not on yet.
I didn't think you could upload a video from YouTube on another platform. Doesn't that go against you? I don't know what. Oh, terms of service. Apparently not. I've got probably 30 videos that I've ported over to and put on Rumble too. So the only thing I didn't monetize them on Rumble. So there's that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bub is here from Getting Started on Homesteading.
Oh. Our Life says, I'm bracing for this hurricane. 250, I'm thinking that's millimeters.
It's millimeters.
Okay, and kilometers of wind to hit us tonight into tomorrow. Where are you located?
You got to be in Eastern Canada.
I didn't think it was going to hit there for a couple of days.
Say 250 millimeters.
I don't know. It does.
I'm trying to think.
I can't do conversion.
2.5 millimeters is about an inch.
I didn't think it was going to hit Canada that fast.
10 inches. Wait. Is that 100 inches of rain?
What's the date today?
There's no way. Okay.
No, this says in 2 days.
Wait, 2.5 centimeters is an inch. Okay. So that's about 10 inches of rain.
Oh.
Christy Betts. Oh, I'm sorry. Your signal is bad.
Okay, you're in Nova Scotia. The core is going right over us.
Oh, that's no fun.
I knew that, but that's not supposed to hit. It's not supposed to make landfall until the 24th.
Today's the 22nd.
Okay, at 1 a.m. So tomorrow night.
Yeah, that would be tomorrow night, right? Deathclaw.
Oh,
welcome.
Yikes. It's going to hit with maximum winds of 110 miles an hour.
Yeah. Yeah. 2015, we're in the state of Louisiana in a tent. Yes. We were camping here on our property, but we only lived about 11 miles away at the time. Kind of a suburb kind of living.
Yikes.
And we were ready to get away from that.
Sorry.
Miss Patty, I didn't really transfer the videos. I still had them saved in my computer. I just uploaded them to Rumble, same way you do to YouTube. Tried to sub to you on Rumble, but it says 404 error. Weird.
You're gonna have to check on that.
Do you?
Oh, is it the link that Henry posted?
I don't know.
Because sometimes the links are kind of crazy. Are you doing it?
That's what it is. It's a bad link.
Okay. I don't know if I have the Rumble on this folder thingy.
Let me see.
Yep.
Give me just a second. Hopefully I don't mess up anything. Oh boy.
I'm looking. I've got a list of links. Sometimes I have them and sometimes I don't. And I don't. I have everybody else's.
How do I share my page though? I don't know.
Is that your page?
Yeah, well, I'm logged in now.
Go to your page.
I don't remember how. It's different from YouTube, and I just haven't done this in a long time. So, search. Let me do that. Broussard Homestead.
You might want to hit the search button.
This is probably going to play the video, so just ignore that. No, I didn't. Copy. I'm giving you a link to the video, and you can find the channel from there or subscribe from there, I guess.
He don't know what he's doing.
Let's see.
Hurricane watch begins tomorrow evening in Nova Scotia. Thank you for that, Michigan.
Oh, there we go. Henry got it. Henry put up a good link. Okay, so either of those links there from me or from Mind and Body Co would work.
Are we ready for the storm? No, we're praying that it goes away.
Hey, Aldegar. No prepper. I don't think any prepper ever feels prepared, ready. It's like there's always more you can do.
It's that, well, I'm as ready as I'll get, ready as I can be. So,
bad link. Is that like Zelda 2 for the NES? I just saw that. Oh, that's old school. That's bringing back some memories, man.
Oh my goodness. Rainfall warning in Nova Scotia tomorrow morning. Okay. So the rain's going to start tomorrow morning. That's usually how it goes, depending on the width of that storm. And it's pretty massive. It was a Category 4. That thing is.
I knew it was a 4, but other than that, I haven't really been paying attention to that one because it's going the other way from us.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Hurricane needs to head towards Mexico, the part where no one lives. Exactly. But Mexico was already hit. Parts of Mexico were hit with an earthquake.
Oh.
In the last couple of days.
That's another thing too. Fiona knocked out the entire power grid in
within like 30 minutes. Yeah.
Puerto Rico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely prayers for the people of Puerto Rico and Mexico with the earthquake.
Yeah. I think parts of Alaska was hit with something too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's been crazy. But Sean in Alaska is safe. He is in California visiting his grandkids and kids. So
hopefully his homestead is all good.
That I don't know. I haven't checked with him because he is on vacation and I didn't want to bug him, and he probably doesn't know anyway.
Okay, Friday into Saturday for main hurricane, but rain and wind. Oh, right.
Has already started. Definitely praying for you guys in Canada and everybody in the path of that storm.
Man, I remember the hurricanes that we've been through. It really starts cranking up.
And it's always in the middle of the night. Always in the middle of the night.
They've all the major ones that we've been hit, at least in our adult lives, have been at night.
I remember Hurricane Andrew when I was a kid. That one came through at night.
I don't know why I don't remember that one.
No, it didn't. It came through. It was like mid-afternoon, I believe.
I remember Hurricane Lily in 2002, I think it was. We were living in the apartments, and the lady that you were a caregiver at the time, and the lady had just passed away. That was a mess.
I was a caregiver for my a neighbor that I grew up around a decade ago. Guys camped out at my church pre-hurricane. The hurricane hit Mexico where no one lives. So the men went back home. Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So that's where we need to send it.
I saw that 8 Days of Hope was coming back to Lake Charles to help people out. That's awesome.
8 Days of Hope has been in Kentucky too after the floods and things like that.
8 Days of Hope is a Christian nonprofit. It's volunteers that help people after disasters like that. And that's the one.
But they come in and actually do construction and
when you guys
muck out buildings and all kinds of stuff.
When you guys had sent donations to us to help the area after Hurricane Laura sent, we forwarded those donations to 8 Days of Hope. That's the charity we chose.
Yeah, I'd rather
cool deal, bub.
Give donations to a charity like that they're actually, boots on the ground working. So.
Thumb-sized hail.
That's kind of a weird description. You always
Yeah.
hear golf ball or, like quarter inch.
Depends on the thumb, I guess. Like
Well, I almost spit on my paper.
the boomerang shaped hail. It came down and went back up.
You're so dumb.
I am. I'm proud of it.
Ugh. Well, in the good news section, we will be having Lippy Days.
Lippy days.
That's what I wrote it on the calendar as.
What the hell are you talking about?
Lippy will be arriving on the homestead October 26th.
So that week, we're going to be live that Thursday night, which is the 27th, I think it is. Lippy will be a guest on our live stream that night. Hey, where to begin?
That should be an interesting live stream.
Yes, that's going to
That
be
woman is insane.
We're probably
Crazy funny.
We're going to need off-screen handlers so that we don't kind of piss off the YouTube censors.
That's all right. So if we disappear from YouTube for a little bit, it's all Lippy's fault.
Find us on Rumble.
No, we won't get that bad, but we are really looking forward to the visit.
That's going to be so much fun. We've been on YouTube for more than 4 years now, and Lippy was our very first fan. She was known as Denise Nashton, and she has not. It just hasn't worked out for her to visit our homestead until now. So it's really
not
really
next week. It'll be October 26th. October 27th, that live stream.
Right.
So it'll be a month from next week. But
you were
no, not next week, Thursday. October 27th. Our live stream for then. Lippy will be here. I don't think Buddy's gonna make it because they didn't have anybody to
wait.
Take care of the animals while they were both gone. So
you were stationed at Fort Polk in 2005. I was doing the floors at Fort Polk in 2005.
Who said that?
I had a contract. We very well could have walked past each other.
Wow.
We were my friend and I. He's passed away now, John. But we had a contract at Fort Polk doing the mostly barracks. We were doing all the floors, replacing the floors.
Oh, Big Dreams is having surgery that week. She wanted to come when Lippy was good. Well, surgery is a little more important, and we're going to put you on the prayer list. Anne Marie?
Nice. Thank you for that, Canadian.
There you go.
2 people just started following me on Rumble. How about that? Hopefully it shows me so that I can go back and follow you as well.
It should, if you got a notification for it.
It should. I know I'm already following Big Dreams on Rumble. There's a few others. Sean in Alaska is on Rumble. Prepper Book Club is here. Welcome.
Sean in Alaska is in Alaska.
On Rumble. Hey, why do we get in a car but we get on a bus? Just wondering.
I had to create a whole new account on Rumble. Oh no.
Oh. I didn't know that.
That stinks. What else?
Today, I think we made a deal on our beekeeping equipment. I don't know if we had announced that on a live stream before, but we were getting.
Yeah, we did.
We're letting go of all of our beekeeping equipment.
I just rumbled you.
Thank you, Warren. I think I had only announced it in the live stream then, if that's the case, because I had not put it on Facebook or.
Yeah, no, we talked about it because I had talked to Reagan about it in case they were interested.
That's right. We were just passing it to friends first, I guess. Anyway, I put it on Facebook today. And
Where to Begin is asking any word on the solar. We're still waiting on permits, but
Yeah, we talked about that just before you got here, I think.
Yeah, we're waiting on the company to make a payment on the permit so that the permit will go through. And this week we made a few phone calls, and our sales rep is lighting a fire under somebody's behind. So
anyway, somebody's coming tomorrow to. They may be in the chat actually. A local. They're coming to pick up most of the equipment tomorrow, and then in a few days we're going to package up the one hive that has bees still in it, so that they can come and get that the next morning. Any tricks to get rid of a Charlie horse?
For muscle cramps, pickle juice. Drink pickle juice. Brett would just have a muscle cramp because
I might suffer through it.
Well, you did it for John.
If I had to drink pickle juice, I just might have to.
That's the only thing I've heard to get rid of like a any kind of Charlie horse. Somebody else might know. Yeah, because it's
Eat a
something to
banana,
do with the electrolytes and
Bananas
stuff.
help with cramps.
Yeah, bananas are good too. It might be the magnesium. See, there you go. Pickle juice popsicles. I've heard of it. It's a thing. They sell them around here at the like T-ball games and stuff. It's like they do popsicles and they do slushies and
That's evil.
I don't know. Magnesium, or use magnesium spray or cream. You know, you can always also get magnesium from soaking in Epsom salt.
Right, that's a good way, because the magnesium soaks in through the skin that way. I took a Epsom salt bath the other night. Let me start at the beginning here. I thought I had plantar fasciitis, which the plantar fascia is like a web of tendons that's under the arch of your
I'm
foot.
gonna let you explain that while I take a potty break.
Okay. And if that gets stressed or it's inflamed, it's plantar fasciitis. You put itis on the end of anything, that's inflammation of the thing. So I thought I had that in my foot because I was having heel pain like I had years ago in the other foot, when that's what it was. And so I was trying to stretch and everything, and then a couple of days ago, Amy and I got to looking at my ankles, and they were swollen. I have never dealt with swollen ankles in my life until now. So like the one that I was having trouble with, the left leg, was really swollen, noticeably. And so we started.
Get a case of the big leg.
Oh boy. Hey, Cajun Milk Cows, good to see you. So we went to the store, got some multivitamins. I soaked in an Epsom salt bath, different things. Working on my diet because it had gotten really bad. I was eating some junk. So I'm working on that. And this morning, avocados help with potassium. What is it? Broccoli. Broccoli has more potassium than a banana, is what I had read. So anyway, yesterday morning, the morning after the Epsom salt soak, it had completely unswollen. And was that? Yeah, that was yesterday. No, I'm sorry. I'm getting my days mixed up because I was at work for 2 days. This morning, which was a day after the Epsom salt soak, it was completely unswollen, but it started to swell a little more today. I'm also making sure that I'm staying more hydrated, drinking more water, and that seems to be helping too. But also, when we were looking it up to see what to do about it, Amy was also looking up causes of it, and one of the causes is it can be a side effect of NSAIDs, the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs. which includes aspirin, ibuprofen, and some of the stronger stuff that we probably shouldn't mention. And yeah, too much salt can do it. That's right. Edema.
And it just said put ivory soap in your bed or in your pocket.
What?
So I need an explanation on that.
Ivory soap? Well, potatoes have more potassium than a banana. That's news to me. Ivory soap in your bed or your pocket. I didn't know that. So yeah, anyway, I had been taking a couple of ibuprofen every night before bed to go to sleep to give me a little pain relief because I have chronic pain, chronic back pain and leg pain. And so anyway, I stopped taking the ibuprofen too. So we just got Amy texted the solar rep to get an up to the minute update, and he says I had COVID, just getting over it, and I'll follow up in the morning. Ah, didn't know that. I'm glad he's doing better though. Achilles tendon is killing me from the sewing. Yeah, see, the onset of my heel pain started about the time that we were doing a bunch of door dashing. So I thought I gave myself plantar fasciitis from doing a lot of sitting in the car and then suddenly jumping out to go deliver whatever. And it turns out I was swollen. Didn't know it. Didn't realize it. So now I have to undo who knows how long worth, a couple of months probably at least, of damage that I've done to myself. Allergic to ibuprofen. Wow. That's no fun. I keep the soap between my sheets at all times. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to silence that. Been going to physical therapy for 3 months now and has helped a lot. Discovered all the muscles that I wasn't using and had atrophied. How about that? That's good. I'm glad. That's good news. Turn off the phone noises. I did. So, yeah. Oh, the anniversary of my dad's passing was this week. It's been 8 years, right? 20. Yeah. He died a year before we moved here. I wish he could have seen what we've done with this place, because when I was growing up, this was the backyard, the back field, I guess, when I was growing up, and I was looking forward to having him see what we were doing back here, and then he suddenly passed away about a year before we moved, so that was unfortunate. By 2005, I was living off base in a rental between base and Leesville. We had I had a second apartment at Green Acres, I think, on the north end of DeRidder, and so because we were working like a week at a time over there, and it just didn't make sense to make the hour and a half drive every day. So, which made it really convenient though when Hurricane Rita, sorry, Hurricane Rita hit the southwest Louisiana about a month after Hurricane Katrina hit southeast Louisiana and Mississippi. And when Hurricane Rita came through southwest Louisiana, where we live, and knocked out power and everything, we were able to just go and hang out in the apartment in DeRidder because the power was back on there.
Oh, Gary, that's horrible.
Yikes.
I had to stop taking ibuprofen because it impacted my heart rate. taking moringa, praying it will help the pain.
Huh.
Wow. I spent so much time pulling Wyatt on the swing and pushing him.
Oh.
Uphill. Oh gosh.
Oh man. Welcome back, Canadian.
Turmeric is another anti-inflammatory. I found out so is parsley.
There's Patty with an eye. Parsley is an anti-inflammatory?
Yeah.
Huh.
But you would think with all the parsley that we eat in our foods, we would be like inflammation free.
Do you have a plan to address your chronic pain? I pray it doesn't come back, but I use a combination of herbs to suppress inflammation. Ginger and turmeric with a pinch of black pepper.
Yep.
Huh.
Well, ginger.
I'd be very interested in the specifics of that.
Yeah. Well, ginger and turmeric are in the elderberry syrup that I make.
Was that near Highway 4? It was on Highway 171. I don't know about those other highways. I don't know where those are.
Can't do turmeric, kills my stomach.
How's sweet Abby? Abby's at work right now.
Yeah, she doesn't get off till 8 o'clock. So
Little stinker
And,
got a parking ticket.
Yeah.
At school, at McNeese, the college, but that's because the parking is so freaking confusing there.
Yeah. Well, there's like one blue sign that says student parking, faculty parking, only allowed with a permit. Well, there might be 4 lanes of parking spots, and like one lane is for faculty. The next lane, half of it is for faculty parking, and the other half of the line is for student parking. And she followed the map, but apparently she got the wrong spot. So she was pretty bummed that she got a parking ticket. So
what did you say about the storm? At this point, it's not even a storm yet, so it's way too early to tell. We're just working on being prepared for it. One thing that we need to do is take out the generator and run it.
Yep.
And change the fuel, change the gas in it. Probably change the fuel too because it's been sitting.
I don't know if there is any gas. I think we ran the gas out of it.
I don't remember if we ever did.
I think we did.
We've got so much going on. I don't think we did. Maybe.
I remember running it in the backyard. I don't know if we ran it all the way out, but
I think I turned off the fuel
maybe so.
like valve and ran it.
So far, 99%.
Need to get back to elderberry syrup with the ginger and the turmeric. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
I
another
need
thing
to
too
make some more.
that I started doing again.
Well, I need to make
'Cause
some
I'd
more of
kinda
it because
gotten
you
away from
finished it. 99% of people get a ticket their first year of driving. Be grateful hers was parking.
Well, yeah, she would have gotten probably a pretty hefty ticket for when she totaled her car. But
yeah, the cop was a dad of a fireman.
Yeah.
So
I knew the cop. He knew me. It's kind of a privilege,
unspoken.
I
Yeah.
guess. Ting ting, welcome.
Yeah. When your body is in pain, even though you don't feel the pain because you're taking pain medication, your body still feels it. So it really takes a toll.
I didn't understand.
Right, Anne Marie.
I didn't understand why I'm going to say older people, because when I was young, this age was old. Okay. And that's why I'm saying it that way. I didn't understand why older people couldn't do things. I thought they were just weak. I didn't realize it was because of pain. I didn't know that. I didn't get that.
And those who don't suffer pain have no idea how difficult. Exactly. Yeah.
It's like an unseen sickness that you're just constantly dealing with. It drains you physically and emotionally.
Yep. And can you imagine? Abby's had fibro since she was 9. She was diagnosed with fibro at 9 years old.
Yeah.
And she deals with chronic pain constantly.
Abby's just a trooper.
She was complaining last night. She said, "Mom, the weather's changing." because my knees and my ankles hurt. I'm like, I know.
Mac is battling
Amber gets
respiratory.
older.
Wait, Mac is battling respiratory issues and making him take a bunch of home remedies. Creating a special pantry garden soup for him. Chicken, onions, fermented garlic, potato, tomatoes, chilies, pepper, rice. Well, that sounds good.
He needs some delivered, I think.
I think I'm having some issues. Yeah, pain is invisible. Yeah. Now, I don't know if Mac would be interested in smoking a Mullen cigarette, but
well, you can make a
that's
tea with
something
it
you can
too.
deep see. Hey, Mary Beth.
You can make a Mullen tea that is, it's like Mucinex for your lungs. It's really good. So if you could get your hands on some of that, because you can smoke it, but you could also make a tea with it. You can also put it in a bowl of hot water and like have him hover over the bowl and put a towel over his head and just breathe in the steam with Mullen. Now, Abby swears it stinks, but it works.
Talking about this older.
You can breathe
comment.
in the Mullen smoke too, yeah.
I saw a post today on Facebook. A friend of mine, an old high school friend of mine, posted it, and I don't know if it's true, but it was a picture of Archie and Edith Bunker from back in the day. You probably know who I'm talking about. You may not.
Yes.
Anyway, it said that he was 48 and she was 44. That feels like a personal attack. I did not appreciate that.
I need to get Mullen. It needs to harvest out rather. We are actually growing Mullen, and I harvested quite a bit this year. Oh, let me show off my canisters.
There you go. The canisters that she's going to show you are available at Walmart. I mean, you can probably get those elsewhere. Bath and Body Works had some very, very similar.
Amazon has some similar too.
They come in different sizes. This is not the tallest. There's one even taller.
Yeah, there's one even taller, but they're all stackable. They stack one on top of each other like this.
Nice and secure.
But this is the dried Mullen.
Are we selling it?
No, not yet.
We're bogarting it.
Well, this was the first time growing it and harvesting and drying it. So this is our stockpile that I have so far for this winter. I have one more plant that's still making a few leaves, but it's starting to kind of start to die back a little bit. It's struggling a little bit with the changes in the weather and things like that. So trying to read the chat and talk, and it's not working. I'm gonna try to plant some more for next spring and get those going. I want to get them going into like incorporated in the landscape in the yard, and then I will have extra to put on Etsy or whatever. But these tops,
did you show how they see it?
You pick up the lid and it comes off. When you put the lid back down and you snap this thing in,
there's a rubber gasket.
It's an air seal. It will come off.
It's harder. I mean, it seals, but it's not.
Yeah, you can pull it off, but try not to do that. Looks like something illegal. I swear it's not. It's dried Mullen leaves.
Hey, Joe.
It is Mullen leaves.
We do have sort of an apothecary.
And then this one is Monglier. This is a Creole remedy that I've been reading about. And it grows all over the place.
I'm going to spell it for you in the chat.
And if you look up online about Monglier, they sell this stuff online for anywhere from like, what was it, $13 for a couple ounces?
Also known as, what is it, groundsel.
Groundsel, yeah. But they are all over here in the yard, in the field, and everywhere. These are Better Home and Garden, Patty. The brand for these. This is a Walmart brand, and I didn't think it was going to be that great. Now, if you do drop them, they will break. They will break if you drop them on the floor or anything like that.
Yeah,
so be a little more
fragile.
It is plastic, but I know that Amazon has some similar to this. Some of them have a push button on the top. There's several different types, but I like them because I can see what I have in them. I can see whether they're filled or not. If I'm running low on something, what?
Michigan Daffodil won a book, Apocalyptic Apothecary.
I knew that
5 times fast.
I knew that before you did.
That's because you get all that private messaging.
I know. Abby laughs at me. She's like, every time my phone dings, she's like, you and Michigan Daffodil going at it again.
How we doing on thumbs up? 36. Not bad. Could be better. Appreciate you guys. Let's see. What else do you have in those? The rest is food. It's not medicine, right?
I don't have any more herbs in those. I have chocolate chips in one, brown sugar in one, flour in the tallest one. You want me to bring them all?
No, you don't have to bring them.
Cornmeal.
It's a nice little look of there. I might take like a picture of that later on and post it on the community tab.
Well, what I want you to do is build me a really big cabinet right here.
That's what I want to do too.
I know.
I just need.
But I want a shelf above here.
Somebody want to help finance all this?
I want a shelf up here, and that way I can put all of my medicinal canisters into the new canisters I haven't even bought yet.
Just for less than the cost of a cup of coffee, you could become a member of the Broussard Homestead YouTube channel and support us for $1.99 a month.
Stop it.
Those are the awesome people. Like Big Dreams, Tiny Budget.
I think she needs to fill some with chocolate chip cookies.
You get that cool badge next to your name.
Into the canisters not bought yet. Yeah, you caught that, right, Anne-Marie?
You get custom emojis.
Canisters. Now the bigger canisters, the ones I was holding, those are about $10 or $11 a piece. Amazon has the sets for a little bit cheaper, but I got these mainly because I wanted to see hands-on what it looked like, what it felt like, how sturdy it was. I would say like instead of I want. We'll eventually get there. This wall project is going to be an expensive one, but we're working on it because we're working on paying down our debt and things like that. And we've got a few little debts here and there that we're trying to get rid of. So I really don't want to dump a whole lot of money into anything right now until we get the solar stuff situated. And and some of our appliances paid off on that credit card.
We're taking just a little less. Oh yeah, there's all the things taker. She's a member too. We're taking a little less than we wanted to for the beekeeping equipment, but it's good. It's going to a good home. Hey, welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
I knew he was going to say something along those lines.
Thank you for that.
I think you felt bad for you in your sales pitch because it was pretty terrible.
I'm just cutting up. I love all you guys, whether you're members or just followers. I love it. Yeah. I live for Thursday nights and Wednesdays every now and then.
Every now and then. That second cup of coffee is going to get you sleeping in the chair tonight.
Probably.
My concern would be that they stop selling those canisters before I could collect the whole set. Yeah, but you know what? I don't think they will. There's a ton of different ones on Amazon. My plan is to buy a kit here and a kit there and a kit here and a kit there and have like this whole wall, like a shelf or several maybe full of dried herbs, because aren't they so pretty?
Wow, it's been an hour already. Time flies.
I like the look of the dried herbs and things like that. I did some dried Malabar spinach today, and man, it was beautiful. That beautiful vibrant green color.
Oh, I love it.
That's going to be for our smoothies. Abby's been on a healthy eating kick, and we've been kind of eating quite a bit better. Abby did all of her meal prep yesterday on her day off.
Go for a marathon life.
Oh,
I don't think my back and my butt can take it in this chair.
plants, and more plants. Well, that's the plan.
Amy's
I am trying to make an a cottage garden type food forest kind of mix in the front yard. I want plants. I don't want rows and garden beds. Like,
what we like to
I
do
don't
is,
want it like all lined out, if you know what I mean.
what we like to do is
I want a
take
freaking jungle of plants.
we like to take inspiration from different areas and like put it all together and make something unique. We've always done that. So like food forest, apothecary garden, herb garden. Would you say cottage garden?
Yeah.
You know, just including
Usable plants.
fruits and nut trees and just.
But I want medicinal
also make it-
plants, but I also want native pollinators.
But also
and-
make it to where anybody passing. See, we live behind someone else, so our front yard butts up to someone's backyard. So from the highway, you already, if you're not paying attention, you don't know we're back here.
Yeah.
But if we plant enough stuff in the front, then that helps to hide us even more.
Yeah.
And if we can make it look like it's just
Overgrown.
messy and overgrown from the road, then when the stuff hits the fan, we're not as much of a target, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty soon we're gonna be thinning down our strawberry plants. We started out with 18, and there's probably 300 in that one little bed now.
Yeah, it's gotten a little out of hand again.
And so my goal is I'm going to put some of them in pots to be able to share, but also I want to take some of them and incorporate them as a ground cover in the landscaping up front. In the I say landscaping, it's just flower beds, but we've got some bananas up there. We've got a couple of tea plants and some comfrey plants, and but I want to use those as a ground cover instead of trying to keep all the weeds out. We're going to try to minimize the weeds. Well, I've got the messy and overgrown.
Don't we all?
Don't talk about Mac like that when he's not on.
Oh, wow, that came out of left field.
He'd have said the same thing.
But we live not too far from a rock yard where they sell limestone of various sizes. And we've been able to get like big, not boulders, but big chunks of limestone. And that we've been able to line some of our existing planting beds with. We've used them in the chicken yard, whatever. But we had the idea to kind of stack those up and make a raised bed out of that with more of a natural look.
Yeah.
And make several of those to where because we live in the south, we live in Southwest Louisiana where everything is flat and uninteresting. So to add a little bit of height variation throughout the food forest, whatever you want to call it, I think would be.
Our life
cool.
said dried herbs should be kept in a cool, dark place out of light. I didn't even think of that. Small amounts in canning jars out in the open. Yeah, that would be a good idea. And most of my herbs are in the spice cabinet. I just have those on the counter there because I use them pretty often, and I really like looking at them.
Christy Betts. Oh man.
There you go. There's an article on Monglier. Thank you, Patty, for that.
Nice.
Monglier is pretty cool. I've heard it's the best for you, worst tasting tea.
Yeah, I haven't
It's
tried
really
it.
good
I'm
for you.
afraid to.
But it's really bitter. So you're going to need to add something else to it when you make your tea. So if you like black tea, use that. If you like elderberry or hibiscus would be good. Hibiscus would probably be better. Something to kind of counteract that bitter taste. And you can add lemon and honey and all those things to it. but it's really a good immune booster. How little info I could find on it. I'm going to keep digging. There isn't very much info on it because it's an old, dying Creole Cajun remedy.
Add chocolate mint. What, in the landscape?
No, well, that would be good, but I think she meant in the tea.
Oh, okay.
That would be a good, yeah. Mint would
We've got quite a few herbs that we've been growing out and propagating over the past few years. The oregano.
That stuff is like coming out of the pot.
That's a heck of a ground cover.
In the tea.
Peppermint.
I got you.
Has been with us in that.
Our peppermint is struggling.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
I don't know why, but it's struggling all of a sudden.
For the first time since we got that when we first moved here 7 years ago.
Yeah.
What's a good low-growing herb that I can plant between stepping stones?
Thyme. Creeping thyme.
Pennyroyal, I think, that's a small-leafed mint. I don't know if it's safe to use like mint though. That would be more for just like decoration.
Wonder if there was some issue with it that made it lose its flavor with herbalist. Well, from what I'm finding is it only grew in the South.
Sell cinnamon basil seed.
Yep. She's fussing me.
There's so much.
I know. And that's why we're getting rid of the bees, because there's so much more that I want to be able to do.
Oh, time. Of course. Yeah.
I said that. Sitting right here next to you.
What? Who said that? Oh, man. Okay, you know how much struggle it is to listen here and read here at the same time. You already know, don't do it. Don't go there.
Stab him with this pen, y'all. It's coming. I've seen the creeping thyme because you can get it to where it flowers either pink or purple. So when you put it in between the rocks, I've seen a lot of it on Pinterest. If you look up walkways with creeping thyme, it is phenomenal. It's gorgeous when it blooms.
Okay.
And it stays short, so it never has to be cut or anything like that. And they say it's really soft to walk on barefoot.
I do it constantly.
That's like all day, every day. I will tell him something specifically, and like an hour later, he'll come back and say, "Hey, guess what?" and repeat the same thing I just told him. And I'm like, he's like, "But I don't remember who told me that."
You don't remember? You don't remember the other day when I said something? I was like, I told you that just a few minutes ago. And what did you say?
I don't know.
Yeah, basically that's what you said. I don't know. Because you don't listen. I said, you don't like it very much, do you?
I don't care. You do it to me constantly. That, and I can't find the ketchup, and I walk in the pantry and go,
oh, that's all the time. I don't know what's.
It's like right in front of him, eye level, and he still can't
see the forest through the trees.
Oh, anything planted between stepping stones will become taller than the stone, so be aware of that. It only stays really low if you walk on it every so often. Roman chamomile.
Oh, I thought that said Roman Catholics. That's what I get for trying to read too fast.
Roman chamomile can be used for paths too. Do not put Roman Catholics between your stones. Wow. Tonight is one of those nights, I tell you. Get some interesting things happening over here. My plan was to use some of the creeping thyme. Yeah, you're right, Patty. Isn't it scary?
And we don't spend.
I want to use some of the creeping thyme in some of the walkways. Instead of doing stone walkways, I want to do all creeping thyme and just kind of let it flow down the walkways. I want to help. It'll help choke out some of the grass, because grass is like running rampant around here.
Oh,
Grass
yeah.
grows through everything here.
The nutsedge and the centipede grass.
They are cracking up. That's why I watch out every week. It's like Comedy Central over here. We couldn't use that name though; it was already taken. Oh, it's been great. That's great. I'll fix my thing so I can see all the way up. The name for a comedy show, right? I need to just put the security camera footage on live stream some
Right.
days. Because, man, especially when Cheyenne comes over.
Oh man, our oldest daughter Cheyenne,
That's a hippie child.
She's 24, and she's just a ball of energy. She's so silly all the time, just carefree hippie, and she doesn't care what anybody thinks. She acts weird, and it don't matter. It's wonderful.
Just need Abby and some dad jokes. We do not need dad jokes. Do not encourage him. I will go outside. They are terrible. Terrible, terrible. Nutsedge and Johnson grass.
I'm not familiar with Johnson grass.
Yeah, I don't know.
We might have that, and I just don't know what it is.
Look, Firefly Farm put cool. She wants me to go outside so you can do dad jokes. I know that's not what she meant.
Yeah, I don't
Just
think
messing
so.
with her.
Cool, leave.
Chamomile can be used in tea. I can't get chamomile to grow here.
That's chamomile.
Chamomile and line in the sand. What's the other one? Catnip. I got catnip to grow one time, and then the cat laid in it and rolled in it, and it died. Probably too hot. Yeah.
It tried to come up the next year. It did a little bit. I remember
Did
that.
it?
Yeah, because that was that one bed that we ended up moving.
Yeah,
next to
that's
the air
what started
conditioner.
my herb garden. Like,
Yeah. It was a
I
nice
want to
little.
say finish.
it was-
That sounds really bad, but that's what started the inspiration.
It was a nice
into the
little.
herb garden.
And it was the cinder blocks,
I've
nice
been
little
given
cinder
a
block
special
garden.
button.
but it wasn't big enough. So we
Yeah.
ended up taking that one down and
Well,
building.
yeah, I had a parsley plant
we
right in
built
the
the
middle
big-
of it, and it took over the whole dang thing.
We built the big U-shaped garden after that. Now and then that was our herb garden, and then now that one got taken over by the Mexican sunflowers mainly.
Okay,
It's-
but
Just saying.
it's a joke.
Why couldn't someone call 911? I don't know.
They're starting with the dad jokes to get me to leave.
Oh.
That's Lori. Look at him. Anne Marie said I was given a special button. I grew catnip once, but the cats ignored it. Forget it.
Really?
And see, our cat is kind of weird. You know, most cats like roll on the catnip and stuff. She chews on it. She eats it.
Every time, I don't know what Cheyenne has in her bag, but every time Cheyenne comes over here with her little backpack purse, she sets it down on the floor and the cat rolls all around it.
Yeah. Well,
There's some kind of
China's a
scent.
cat too.
Oh, couldn't find 11 on the phone. That would have helped if I'd have said it right. Why they couldn't call 911? I ruined it.
Cats ignored catnip, but couldn't keep them out of all my other garden beds. Somebody put forks, plastic forks, sticking up all the way around their garden, and then sprinkled cayenne pepper on the soil. And they say it works to keep cats out. I say a BB gun works just as good.
I don't know. I wouldn't want to rub my undercarriage on cayenne pepper. Just say.
Well, me either, but I'm not. Well, are you going? What are you doing in the garden?
If I was a cat, okay.
Tried plastic fork and pepper, citrus peels.
Most cats will go off nuts over an olive.
I've heard of pickles too. That they're scared of pickles.
No, that's cucumbers. But yeah, I've
Oh.
seen lots of videos on that.
My cats dig up whole mature catnip plants and drag them off to eat them. Dang. Some like it fresh, others like it only the dry stuff. Some not at all. Cayenne pepper isn't a great deterrent.
It
Yeah.
was fertilizing the garden, Amy. You should thank me.
Don't you dare. You can't even find the dirt in my garden right there right now. There's so many sweet potato vines in there. Put a plastic laundry basket over it. Smart. But what if you have a really tall plant? Like a tomato plant.
Oh, catnip mimics a cat and heat. Spayed females don't love it? What? She's a spayed female, the one we have. She still goes nuts over it, doesn't she?
She tries it. She eats it. She'll roll in it a little bit, but mostly she eats it. But then again, she ate a coax wire. She's a special kind of special. Yeah, there's special, and then there's really special, and that's Lily. Mom joke, no. Mm-mm.
So what you're saying is Wendy? Who's Wendy? What you're saying is Lily is a helmet wearing window licker.
What?
A 25-foot measuring tape. Yikes!
That's his tape measure, but yeah.
Oh, it's the same thing. Tell me the difference.
Like the metal and all, or surely not.
That sounds like it would be a nightmare on the digestive system.
That's gonna hurt. Because those things are pretty square, and it doesn't seem like they. How in the heck did he swallow that?
It might be one like the fabric.
That's what I'm hoping.
Like the soft.
That's what I'm really hoping. Because if not, I mean,
all the plastic chewed up the metal. Holy crap! Stick it off into the forest.
oh well, at least you didn't eat it, like physically swallow it. Okay, I can get all that. Okay, I was gonna say that's a pretty square object to come out of a round hole. That's gonna hurt. I mean, that was the best way for me to put it. You know, I mean, you swallow a quarter, nah, okay, you could deal with that. A freaking tape measure? That's like, wow. God. My healers used to steal cucumbers off of my mama's Chihuahua would eat the okra off the bottom of the plants. She loved raw okra. Mom would go out picking okra in the garden and bring the dog with her, and like there was no okra on the bottoms of her plant.
If you ever want a good laugh, Google "my dog ate a number 2 pencil."
I don't know if I want to. Nope. Nope. That made my insides pucker. That's the best way I can put that. I'm trying to be PG here, okay? It's not this. They're not helping. Our cat ate. I had a DirecTV. Well, I have a DirecTV coax cable. Now, obviously, thank God it's not connected anymore. But the cat has chewed all the way through it.
Hey, Susanna.
And it's now like stringy little metal wires. And I cannot. I've tried spraying it with vinegar. Somebody said put double-sided tape on it. She ate through the tape. think the next thing would be to try like aluminum foil. But at the same time, I've been leaving that one kind of alone because it's not connected to anything, in hopes that she will only chew on that wire instead of all the computer wires and TV wires and everything else.
She has chewed on other stuff, so.
One of these days, I'm going to come home to Fried Cat because she's going to chew on the wrong wire and electrocute herself.
When you eat a quarter, do you get correct change?
I didn't say I ate a quarter. I said it would be less painful to eat a quarter than eating a tape measure, but that's pretty good. Leave it to Joey. Oh my goodness. Oh.
Did you see what I posted on Joe's timeline?
Oh, about
Facebook?
the
yeah. It was
stump.
like a log for like $350.
Try it and let us know.
Had like a $349 price tag, I think it was, from like Hobby Lobby or something. I said, Joe, you're undercharging for your firewood.
And it was just a log.
Just a log. It wasn't nothing fancy about it. Just a piece of log.
You swallow a dime, it don't come out 2 nickels.
Crypto coins instead.
Oh, I bet I'm not looking. I bet I won't be digging to find it. Correct change or not. A taste deterrent. Yeah, the vinegar was supposed to do that, but y'all gotta understand, I probably need to find something different because I spray that cat with vinegar for everything. She claws on the door frames every once in a while, so I spritz her with vinegar. She stops doing it. All I have to do is even reach for the spray bottle, and she takes off running. She knows.
Have to be kiln dried to kill the bug light. Well, I would hope so. Yeah.
Just put it in an oven. Wouldn't that kill the bugs?
I don't know what temperature it takes.
I don't know. Stick it in the freezer. Just saying. The cats hate vinegar. I use it to clean, so it's handy to spray. See, that's why I have one. I have a spray bottle of vinegar and I have a spray bottle with rubbing alcohol, because I use the rubbing alcohol on either the glass or like the stainless steel refrigerator. It's a really good disinfectant, but I really hate to spray her with the rubbing alcohol because that may like permanently damage her eyes. So the vinegar works. And normally I don't spray it at her. I spray it above her, so it just kind of rains down on her. Now I can't even catch her with it because, like, as soon as I just reach like this, she's looking at me and she takes off running. She knows. Try Vicks. On the wires. Wouldn't that collect dust though? I'm gonna have like furry wires everywhere.
Be all goopy.
Super soaker gets the point. Yeah, but then I have to clean up the water. Yep, rubbing alcohol is amazing to clean your windows. And I have some cool little scrubby. Well, they're not even. They're like lens cloths, but they're giant. Joe made them for us. And I use those things. I actually have one that says Pro Screen that I use all the time. I use it to clean my TV screen. I use it on my stove, my refrigerator, the dishwasher, because they're all stainless steel. And like streak-free, shiny, and all disinfected all at the same time. Canned air. That stuff's expensive though.
It don't take much to just make a sound though.
Right? That's always fun when I come in the house. Then I go, she jumps clean off the floor. It's great. because she always sits at we have a solid glass door, and she sits at the bottom of the door chasing frogs and lizards and stuff while I'm outside. And so I'll come in and I'll open the door and go, because she's focused on a frog, and she will jump 6 feet off the floor. And I laugh every time. Abby says I'm so mean, but it's hilarious. And she falls for it every day, multiple times a day. It's great.
To get at my cat, I used a wooden gun that shot elastics.
Oh, rubber band guns. She would chase the rubber band though.
That must be one of those things, like between the U.S. and Canada, there's like very few little slight differences on what we call things.
Instead of a rubber
we
band,
call it rubber bands. You call it elastics, apparently.
Yeah.
And I learned recently that we say intestines, and Canadians say intestines.
There's a lot of words they like pronounce differently, like pasta.
It's fun to learn, like different regional.
I like watching
dialects
the
and
Heartland
cultures.
show because that's based in Canada,
Oh yeah.
and some of the different like words and stuff they would say, and me and Abby would just kind of giggle.
See, when
Sean talks like that too.
when I was growing up,
yeah, see, mine would eat the rubber band.
there was a show called "You Can't Do That on Television" on Nickelodeon. That's actually a little known fact. That's where that show is where the slime originated from, on Nickelodeon. Anyway, but that show was based in Canada, and I didn't know it when I was young. I didn't know why they said a boot, or they pronounced it that way. And later on, I learned. It was just interesting to me.
Lost in the Pond, a YouTube channel, talks about all that kind of thing.
Brits don't say aluminum correct. Yeah, they say aluminium. Like there's a little I in there that just doesn't exist. Basil, yeah.
That's crazy.
And compost. That's UK.
Yeah, my cat chases ponytail holders, and now when I leave my bedroom door open, she knows where my extra ponytail holder is on the bathroom counter. I even put it under my hairbrush. She won't knock the hairbrush off the counter, but somehow she gets in there and she gets the ponytail holder and she comes throws it around in front of me in the living room. She did it twice today.
Lost in the Pond
on YouTube.
Huh.
I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm gonna look it up. It's pretty cool. Lost in the Pond. I could always watch Sean's channel. I love listening to Sean talk. He's got a calming voice. And then like there's subtle differences in our dialect. Mm-hmm. And I love listening.
It's just
for little different things.
Little small stuff. Hey, Bill.
I like it. I don't know.
Cajun Homestead.
I like listening to like Englanders or Britain. I don't remember whatever.
Englandiers.
Shut up.
Brits.
There you go.
Miss Lippy. There she is. You can be late to the live streams, but you better not be late to the homestead.
Oh.
Rubber bands for newspapers, elastics for hair. Oh, that makes sense.
I call them ponytail holders.
We've shortened that even in our house and just call them ponytails.
Yeah.
Bill's got some ducks hatching tonight. That's cool.
About time, Lippy. For those of you that missed that update, Lippy Days on the homestead will be October 26th and 27th. Lippy will be on Broussard or at Broussard Homestead, not on.
But she says she's gonna be early.
She's probably gonna leave the night before. She's just gonna say, screw it, I'm gone.
I can't wait.
She's gonna be driving through the night, all kinds of crazy. I wouldn't put it past her. October 26th. Lippy will be here. It's going to be Lippy days on the homestead.
I'm so looking forward to it.
I'm just hoping the weather is really pretty.
We've been waiting 4 years for this.
I'm kind of bummed that Buddy can't be here, though. We'll just pray. Maybe something comes up that he can make it to.
Bring rolls.
Bring rolls. Yeah, apparently I have to go watch Lippy's latest video. She was making, was it sweet potato rolls? So I'm going to be starving after watching that video. We're going to have to figure
out something that we can cook for Lippy that she's not going to go, mine tastes better.
I know, there ain't nothing.
I know.
It's not going to happen. You might as well buy all the ingredients and say, here, Lippy, here's the kitchen.
I did something today at work. It wasn't a gourmet meal by any means, but I had a little bit of smokehouse sausage that I had left over from the other day. And so I had that in the fridge at work. And I didn't want a whole bunch to eat, but I wanted something more than just like a frozen pizza or whatever. So I ended up getting a can of black eyed peas with snap beans in it. And I had some dehydrated onions in my locker. And I put all that stuff together. I fried down the sausage a little bit first, and then I put the rest of the stuff and let it cook down for about 20 minutes. And I didn't even eat it over rice like a true Cajun should. I just ate it like that, and it made a great meal. And it didn't take much.
No, Lippy says I eat all foods. I understand that. But what he's saying is we can't make any food taste better than what you would do if you cooked it. Just saying. Because that's not happening. I mean, I can't outdo Lippy on food. It's just not happening. I'm telling y'all, watching Lippy's videos of her cooking, my mouth is watering just watching the videos. Yeah, I know. See, she's already trying to make me hungry and fat.
Oh, man.
Because, see, she says, I'm bringing you a banana pudding, Amy. Notice that?
She's going to bring me.
So I don't have to share. That's what she just said.
I'm starting to plug up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Grammy Karen's listening on her phone.
I know that's true.
She can bring you a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. That'll probably be the best peanut butter and jelly sandwich you've ever eaten.
You know, Abby can dress up. She can make a knockout grilled cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's so good. But there's a secret. She puts mayo on the outside.
Yeah, but she does all kinds of other stuff too. She'll use different cheeses, and I think it was the last time she put cowboy candy in it.
Oh.
What?
Well, I was not here for that one.
Nope,
apparently.
it was not. What did she make last night? Or no, it was this morning. She made scrambled eggs. That was the most beautiful and tasty scrambled eggs. Like it. I put eggs in the pan. It just looks like eggs. Abby makes eggs, and they're freaking gorgeous. Who makes scrambled eggs that are pretty? Only Abby. Now I'm getting hungry, right? See,
Abby really puts love into her cooking.
She does. She has fun doing
it. Hey, Mr. Buddy.
You know, it's fun for her to cook. So
she just went and she put in an application. No,
she's holding off because she can't fit the days in her schedule just yet.
Oh, okay. She picked up an application. She's really excited about giving that a shot. Hopefully she can have that opportunity. There's a place in Lake Charles called Nothing Bundt Cakes. And it's little cupcake-sized bundt cakes.
Well, they make little ones, but they also make regular-sized ones.
And she came home so excited talking about it because She's like, can you imagine? It's
icing.
It's
decorator.
icing the cakes. The decorator basically. She's like, can you imagine just icing cakes all day? That's all you do. That's your job. I was like,
She was talking it up too, and I was like,
not for me. But if that's
everything tastes
great
good
to
when
you.
someone else cooks it for me, right? Well, I can't even say that because I've had some pretty crazy meals. Oh, Patty said they had one of those out there.
Huh.
I bet it's a chain. I bet it is.
I didn't expect it to be.
I didn't either.
Well, that's cool. She's not lying. She'll give you a hard time or a heart attack.
Oh, dang. Oh, no. We love Lippy.
I remember the first time we met Lippy and Buddy in Mississippi at the 2019 Deep South Gathering.
Oh, that was a trip.
That was
the first time. Lippy had a coffee maker in her hotel room and saved us all.
Like
because
her own, not one that was in the hotel. She brought her own.
Yeah, and her own coffee.
And her own coffee.
Thank God for Lippy.
Yeah, because the
we
hotel
were making
coffee
trips
was trash.
From the lobby up to Lippy's room.
No, that was the shindig.
Was it the shindig?
Yes, was the shindig.
Because in Mississippi the coffee was so bad. Yeah, it was really bad. And I don't want to say bad. It was just different for us, I guess. And so yeah, Lippy saved our butts.
Patty was Patty was there too. Oh, I could tell you a story about when we first met Patty. This was before Patty.
I'm gonna let him do it,
and before,
so he gets burned.
And before Lippy
I'm gonna go watch channels. Him from afar. Because Patty's about to throw stuff at you.
And let's see, I remember first.
Patty's gonna start sending licks with Lippy. Slap him this many times.
Have a good
for
night,
this
Joe.
Comment, and this many times for that comment.
So Patty says no. Oh man. I'll take it easy on you, Patty. So Patty was just a fan at the time. And it was her first time meeting everyone. It was our first time too, meeting everybody. We had just started our channel not long. But anyway, we had by the time that Patty came up, we had all kind of met each other. And so anyway, there was a whole group. There was us, and there was the Stivers were there with Graham and Karen, and Deep South wasn't there. This was at the hotel. Two Family was there, and Country Girl and Andy. There was a bunch of us there, just standing around talking. And Patty walks up, and nobody knew Mac at the time either. You got to keep in mind, none of us knew who they were. So yeah, Patty came up like shaking. She was so nervous. Oh, Pratt family was there. That's right. Jess from Roots and Refuge was there. Maya was there too, actually. Anyway, it was cute. Patty went all fangirl, but she got over it pretty quickly. Yeah, Miss Lippy is kind of you can't tell her no. Home in the Sticks, right? I forgot about him. Oh man, we met a lot of cool people. That was 2019 was the year that we were able to meet quite a few YouTubers, and we were really new to the game too. But we met, or we went to the Deep South Homestead gathering. That was our first event to meet other YouTubers, and then yeah, Patty missed the live stream because she had to brush her hair. I wasn't going to go there, but yeah. And then a month later, we went to the Shindig in Arkansas and got to meet people again, or a lot of the same people and some new ones that we hadn't met. And then then a couple of months later in July, we held the Bayou Bash here in Lake Charles, and several folks got to come to hang out with us down here. So that was really cool. Missed the Heartland Homestead picnic. We still haven't been to that one. Oh, I would love to. We wanted to go to that one too, but we had in 2019, but we had just exhausted our budget that year. There's lots of good get-togethers all over the place. What's the one in Missouri that's hosted by? Are you going to the Gulf Coast? No, we can't make that one either. That's the end of October. That would be when Lippy's here, actually. What's the one hosted by Doug and Stacy? I forget the name of that one. That one's in Missouri. Goshen just did one last week. That one's up in the Michigan area. The Gulf Coast, yeah, the Gulf Coast meetup is new. I think last year was the first year that they did that one, and that one's over in the Florida Panhandle. So it's really not that far for us. Oh, Homesteaders of America. That's not the one. That's not the one by Doug and Stacy. That one's in Front Royal, Virginia. That one's expensive to go to. That one's way out of my price range. Trying to think. And then, you know, we're talking about homesteaders here. There's also prepper meetups, which I think homesteading and prepping, there's a whole lot of overlap there as far as, you know, how we live and what we practice. Come say hi. People are asking about you.
I'm about to go say hi to that food.
You hungry?
I don't even
Homesteading Live Conference. That's the one in Missouri. Hi, Abby.
Hi. Goodbye. I'm going to eat.
Just a quick little cameo. What's the spaghetti in the Gulf? When they try to predict where a storm is going to go, they call it spaghetti models because there's several paths that it could take. Grammy Karen, Miss Lippy, Big Dreams, Tiny Budget, Mr. Buddy, they all say hi to you. Amy, you need to get in here because they're going to get to work early in the morning.
Boo-hoo.
Did you hear me or?
What?
I just said you need to get in here because I need to go to work early in the morning.
Oh, stop it.
You're gonna go to work and take a nap.
Tinker's watch this. Hi, Abby.
Hi.
Oh, Anne Marie says, Abby, I want to grill cheese while you're in the kitchen.
Brett was bragging about your.
Yeah, we were just talking about the grilled cheese that you make.
Oh. But she said grilled cheese. That's why it was really
Grilled.
Grilled cheese?
Yeah.
No. Lippy, I think we have finally sold our bee equipment, so that's gonna make room in the, I call it the junk room right now because that's what it looks like. But I will be organizing for when you come visit. So it might not be as bad as it is right now. That's what's been holding me up is there's so much bee equipment in there. I really can't do.
Pack some up for you?
Yeah.
You didn't make much, then
No, I didn't pack up any for Dad, but
there's still some, I promise.
It's okay. We'll talk about it in a minute.
grilled cheese is what happens when you eat grilled.
Ooh. Ooh. So, no, that would be the little green bits in blue cheese.
Oh.
Oh, see, that's why I don't eat blue cheese. It's growing.
I love blue cheese.
I tried tofu for the first time yesterday.
Abby made all kinds of weird stuff in here yesterday.
Oh, weird.
I'm easy. I bring my pillow and blanket wherever I go. Well, I have pillows and I have blankets, and
And Dad, I'm just saying you cooked tofu wrong.
I just gotta make room for an air
I know what I
mattress
was
because I am
doing.
not putting your little butt on the floor. I did think about it though. She might want your chair.
It is a comfortable chair.
It
That
is.
is an incredibly comfortable chair.
I know, right? Tofu. Ew.
Y'all can make fun of it all you want, but it's cheap. It's a good source of protein, and when you cook it properly, it actually tastes good.
Oh, she brings her own coffee. Well, I have plenty of coffee. We drink Folgers coffee, so you're safe there. I promise. Right? Ew, blue cheese. I don't know. I'm leery about cheese. I tried cheese one time at Sam's, and it was Asiago cheese. That stuff tastes like foot.
She told that woman who was giving out the samples, she told her to her face, this tastes like a foot.
Poor lady.
Yay, Lippy doesn't need to bring coffee.
That works out great.
That's one less thing you got to pack. Tofu is too much soy. Yeah, I think it's all soy.
It's not. It's soy curd. That's what tofu is.
I don't know, but it's weird.
Tofu sounds like it would be some martial art that you use your feet for.
Don't knock it till you try it.
We have tried it, and I don't like it.
You tried it when Dad made it and didn't know what he was doing.
That's right.
Well,
So don't knock it till you've tried it when it's been made properly.
I didn't know what I was doing. Anyway, bye.
Lippy says, but I travel with my half and half.
Poor Dad.
What does a foot taste like? Mac wants to know. Okay, your stinky feet smell. That's what it tasted like. It tasted like a foot would smell, if that makes any sense. It was gross. So I had to hit like 3 other sample tables trying to find something to wash that taste out of my mouth because it was gross. And I told that woman that too.
My vegan friend eats tofu turkey. That's tofurkey. That's really what it's called, tofurkey.
I want to try it.
That sounds like a cuss word.
No.
Hey, you tofurkey, come over here.
Ow, right in the tofurkey.
All right, guys, we're gonna have to call it a night.
We'll end on that note.
Wow.
Our prayer list is growing, but if you have a prayer request, leave it in the chat. You can email it to us, send it to us on Messenger, Facebook, anything like that.
That's right.
It would be a swear word if they tried serving it to me.
All right, guys. Next week we're going to be Wednesday night. So, you know.
So Lippy, Wednesday night next week.
So until next week, good night. God bless.
Have a great week, guys. See you on Wednesday.
Watch out for that tofurkey.